We are set to crown a champion here in Columbus, Ohio, as we are down to the final event of the 2023 Arnold Strongwoman Classic. Thank you so much for being with us, everyone. I'm Sean Woodland with Lawrence Chalet. Kiki Dixon is the third member of our broadcast team. We'll be hearing from her in just a second, but we come into the final event, and still it is wide open for the women.
This women's contest has been absolutely epic. We've seen everything. We've seen surprises, we've seen world records, and we've still got a really close battle going into this final event.
5 women have a legitimate chance of being crowned the 2023 Arnold Strongwoman champion. Olga Liszczuk is your leader right now, but only by a 1.5 points over Victoria Long, who has been rocketing up the overall leaderboard throughout day 2. Rebecca Roberts, Andrea Thompson, and Inez Carrasquillo, they are all alive, as well as only 4.5 points separate first from fifth. Now, despite the stakes here, everyone seems to still be in good spirits, and Kiki Dixon has more on that.
It's been a roller coaster of a weekend indeed. Victoria Long has battled her way back into a podium fight. She's got Olga leading with 32 points, and then behind her we have Rebecca Roberts at 29 points. You might be thinking that the stress and nerves are getting to them. Nothing could be farther from the truth. I saw them chatting with fans, snapping photos with their fans, and just really soaking up this experience. It was great to see them side by side, enjoying the moment before they come in to warm up and battle for gold here with the sprint.
Thank you, Kiki. Hannah Lindsay's the first athlete out, and she's going to make it to the top.
And Hannah Lindsay rocketed up that ramp there. Kind of surprised us. She was so fast.
What a way to start this final event for the women. Hannah Lindsay just sprinting to the top with that 507-pound timber, 230 kilos, and we are off.
That was rapid. I don't think anyone was expecting that. Just shot up that ramp, made light work of this timber. Look at this, unbelievable here. So fast, grip holding strong, and she was so fast with the footwork. Unbelievable time.
We will wait for her time, as that looks to be a very good mark for Hannah Lindsay as she closes out her 2023 Arnold Strongwoman Championship. The timber carry is the 5th and final event, so 8 seconds flat for Lindsay. The athletes will have to carry that timber 35 feet to the top as quickly as they can. It's a 30-second time limit. If you don't get to the top, your score is your distance. What are the keys of this event presented by Beyond the Whiteboard, Laz?
So real important to have strong legs, strong back, but essentially a very strong grip. You do not want to be dropping this halfway through and then having to re-lift on the incline. That is a tricky position to be in. If you can kind of lift it at the start on the flat and carry it all the way in one go, relying on that strong grip, it's going to give you big points.
Crew moving the timber back to the starting position, and Tamara Walcott will be up next. She does have an event win under her belt. She comes into 9th place overall, set a world record she and Victoria Long did in the elephant bar deadlift at 651 pounds. There's Tamara Walcott, who is making her first ever appearance in any strongwoman competition.
Yeah, and I was talking to her backstage, and she says she wants to do more. She's loved the experience here. Obviously, we know she's very strong, lacks the actual event practice and experience, and I think if she comes back next year with another year of training, we may see a completely different athlete.
We mentioned her first place finish in the elephant bar deadlift. She was the prior record holder at 646 pounds. She did that last year here at the Arnold in the Rogue Record Breakers, and this was 651, and it was a fight.
Yeah, she worked really hard for it, but she showed us what she's capable of. The strength and power is there. and I look forward to seeing her compete again next year. Now, she has all the tools to be very good at this event. The frame carry, we know her grip is strong, we know her back is strong. Has she got the experience to balance this implement? That's a factor with such a big, cumbersome piece of equipment. Sometimes you'll find it tilts forward, it tilts back. You need to get that balance point right. And then obviously the foot speed is important as well.
Tamara Walcott now, her attempt. Second athlete to go in this 5th and final event. And she is off to a decent start.
You just see how that tilted forward. She wants to avoid that. You're almost better off that the frame tilts up rather than down into the platform. And this is also showing us how impressive Hannah Lindsay was just then.
And now Walcott has it sorted. Looks like she's in the right spot as far as picking it up is concerned. She's got 7 seconds remaining to get to the top.
Every time you have to re-pick up that 507-pound frame, it's exhausting you. She's close to the finish line, but cannot quite get across.
The Walcott score will be her distance, and they will measure that. And that will do it for Tamara Walcott and her first ever strong woman competition. And this is where I think she got the right grip point at least, but was pretty much out of gas.
Yeah, every time you've got to re-pick up that weight, it's going to tax your body, uses up more energy, the legs start to kind of feel wobbly, the back's pumping up, and it's the last event of the competition. Really good performance there. And I guarantee a year of training, we're going to see a completely different athlete with Tamara.
And while we await our next competitor, let's go down to the floor. Kiki Dixon is with Hannah Lindsay.
Here we go. Hannah, you flew up the ramp. What was the secret?
Just don't stop. You just through the end of the gate, fall off.
You have finished up your Arnold Strongwoman Classic competition. What was your favorite moment?
My nosebleed on deadlift. By far, that was the coolest thing. I wanted that to happen on film and pull the lift, and Rogue did it, and they made a little short days made.
You got what you wanted.
Yeah, career's made now.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all so much for everything.
I would have thought that 8-second timber carry would have been #1, but
well, that 8-second timber carry was blistering, very impressive, but it shows how unique our athletes are.
They don't call her
the nosebleed on the deadlift. Now the career is made.
She is nicknamed the Swamp Monster, as you see Mel Peacock coming in 8th place overall.
It really does take a different mentality to excel in the strength world. You have to be physically and mentally tough. A lot of these events, very excruciatingly painful. It's not just having the strength, but it's coping with that pressure, coping with the discomfort of some of these events.
And Hannah Lindsay is not in contention for a podium spot. She's had a great competition, but to have the mental strength to come out and still want to give your best at this point instead of just kind of mailing it in.
We often see athletes kind of giving up at this point, but she's got stronger as the contest gone on, wanting to show she is one of the best in the world. Didn't start the competition as well as she liked. We move on to Mel Peacock.
And Peacock off to a good start.
And this is moving well.
8 seconds is the top time. Peacock isn't going to get that, but
all the way
it's going to be close. A great effort from Mel Peacock, who's looking for her best finish of the competition. So far, it's a 6th place in the elephant bar deadlift with a lift of 581 pounds, and that is a great way for her to close out her weekend.
You know, the ladies have been working so hard to get this opportunity. I've watched them compete at the Arnolds a number of times, but they're always off on another stage. They don't get the opportunity to compete in front of this huge crowd. This year, they are center stage. They are part of the main event, and you can see the emotion coming out of them. Not one of these athletes giving up on any single event. They're fighting hard to the end. You can see what that meant to Mel then as she reached the top of the ramp.
Just around 8 or 9 seconds for Mel Peacock. Had that forward lean a little bit, but got it sorted there as she got to the top. So Mel Peacock looking for her best finish of the competition, and she is standing by with Kiki Dixon.
Mel, you looked incredibly excited after that performance. What was heavier, the The weight of that, the pain, or the excitement afterwards?
The excitement. I don't know what just happened, to be honest with you. That was supposed to be my worst event. I don't know what just happened, but I'm so happy.
Out of all of the events, would you say this was your favorite now?
It might be a new favorite. I don't know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
9.06 seconds for Mel Peacock. 3 women have gone, 2 have gotten to the top, and now Donna Moore will step up. 7th place overall coming in, 15.5 total points. Her best finish was the opening of this competition yesterday at the Wheel of Pain when she pushed that 62 feet 5 inches to finish 3rd.
And I'll tell you what, the more athletes that finish with these fast times is going to put pressure on our leaderboard. The ladies kind of battling out for podium and top places, they're going to feel that pressure. There's still, anything can happen. One small mistake could cost you. So Donna Moore making sure her grip is solid in the right place.
Here goes
down
Donna
a
Moore.
little more than she wants, but it's high enough, and she's moving really well. And
that's going to be very close to the top time.
I think we need to make this heavier for these ladies. They are super strong. We don't see many of the male athletes finishing this event. It really is a brutal finish. So far, 3 out of our 4 athletes have all blistered up this course in less than 10 seconds.
Here's another look at Donna Moore.
Fast feet, grip holding solid, running hard all the way through the line.
Well, Donna Moore will have to wait for her official time, but it's going to be crowded at the time. 8.78 seconds for Moore, and she's with Kiki Dixon.
Nicely done. What were your expectations for this event, and did you meet them?
I hope so. We'll find out when everybody else goes, but it's an event that I enjoy. It's so cool looking. Like I said to you before about the Wheel of Pain, it's iconic, so I'm really happy that we've got the opportunity to do it. So hopefully it's a decent time.
All right, we will wait and see. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
The Timber is back to the starting position. Sam Beliveau will be up next, as we've seen 3 women get to the top with very impressive times. 8.78 for Donna Moore. Should be good enough for 2nd right now. And that frame weighs 507 pounds, 230 kilos. They have to carry it 35 feet, and the men's record, we'll see them a little bit later, belongs to Mateusz Kieliszkowski. He will try to beat that 7 seconds.
So currently that time of Hannah Lindsay is the world record.
It's a very good point. And here comes Sam Beliveau, and her partner Maxime Boudreau won this event last year at the Arnold Strongman Classic with a time of 8.41 seconds.
So she's just making sure those hands are chalked up well. Want to make sure there's no moisture on the hands at all. She'll want to make sure as she grabs the bar, the thumb and the index finger click in tight to each other. You don't want any slipping whatsoever. She'll squeeze tight with the grip, and then it's like a deadlift to lift the weight, and it's all about rapid foot speed.
Beliveau is set.
She's moving quick. Oh, she just went down just before the top.
Beliveau gutting to the top, around 12 seconds away for the official time, but was off to a great start until that drop.
So quick till she went down there.
Here's another look at Sam Belivau's effort, and it looked like she was going to have maybe the top time.
Yeah, moving really quick all the way. It was just at that very end she faltered, lost her balance a little bit, ended up falling forward and just had to re-pick the weight up. Slowed her down a little, but still decent time.
13.21 seconds for Sam Beliveau, and she is with Kiki Dixon.
Sam, you eat, sleep, dream strong women events and everything to do with it. How much did it mean to you to be here?
Absolutely everything. This is history, and it's paving the way to the younger ones. Older one that wants to start. Strong women is a beautiful sport, and here we are on the main stage with the guys. We're all in. Let's go.
Thank you so much.
You.
I think as exciting as the women's competition has been, I think the men might say they're on the main stage with the women.
Yeah, the women have been unbelievable. They've really put on a great show. The way they've conducted themselves has been so good. Lots of fans out there watching that are going to be inspired by these ladies.
I mean, it's not a bigger crowd for the men. I mean, everybody who watches the men is here for the women. It's been fantastic to see. And your overall standings coming in, because we're getting into the top 5 now, as Inez Carrasquillo is coming up next. Only 4.5 points separate Carrasquillo from first place Olga Lishuk. So these next 5 athletes have the pressure on them.
Cost athletes, and we've already seen some fantastic times. Now, Inez needs to focus on her own performance. She's done so well all weekend. She knows what the best time is. In her head, she's thinking sub 8 seconds. Then all she can do is sit and wait and see what the rest of the athletes do.
5 women remain. And Inez Carrasquillo, 27.5 points. She's only 1.5 points back of Rebecca Roberts for third in that final spot on the podium. Hannah Lindsay still has the top time at 8 seconds flat.
So Inez takes her grip.
And here she goes.
She's moving well. Can she hold on all the way up? She's moving good. And all the way to the top in one go. What was the time? It looked close.
It was around 8 or 9 seconds for Carrasquillo, and it's going to be crowded at the top as far as this event is concerned, but she did everything she could to keep herself alive for a spot on the podium here. A little more than 9 seconds unofficially right now for Carrasquillo as we get the Timber set. One more look, and it looked at the start that was tipping way too forward, but she's able to save it.
Yeah, she managed to kind of level it out. The most important thing is that front end doesn't hit the floor, and she managed to make sure it stayed up. It can pull you out of position slightly, but she controlled it fine. She moved well, and as long as that grip stays strong, there's no huge issue there.
Inez Carrasquillo is now done. Let's go down to Kiki Dixon.
You just wrapped up a huge competition weekend. As an athlete, what do you feel that you've learned about yourself?
I feel that I did my best, and even getting injured after the second event and coming back today and powering through 3 events, I think I'm really impressed with myself. And I'm just really proud that I kept going and didn't drop out of the competition.
Thank you so much for your insight. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Inez Carrasquillo's mark is going to be good enough for 4th right now in the event. 9.18 seconds for Carrasquillo. Now Andrea Thompson, who sits in 4th place overall, she has 28 points. She's only 1 point back of Rebecca Roberts for 3rd place and only 4 points out of 1st.
Yeah, she's got to give 100% on this.
She does have an event win here in this competition. She took 1st place in the American Oak.
Andrea's put together a real good performance this weekend. Such a powerful athlete. She'll want to finish this competition strong. She needs to focus on her grip, pick this up, run up as quick as she can, and what will be will be. She needs to try and apply some pressure to those ladies ahead of her. Keep moving all the way up. Come on, Andrea, keep going. And this is quick.
And that might be the top time. That is going to be really close. 8 seconds flat was the best mark, and it looked like Thompson got in really, really close to that.
She's close. I want to see that time.
And judging by her reaction, that is going to be the best.
So Andrea's done everything she can do. She's put the pressure on the top 3 athletes.
7.83 seconds unofficially for Andrea Thompson. That was impressive.
She's moving so fast up this ramp. Grip held out. Andrea, unbelievable performance this weekend. I know, I'm super proud of her. She's done what she can do. Now we will wait and see. There's still 3 incredible athletes to come.
Unofficially 7.83 seconds. That's only 0.17 seconds faster than Hannah Lindsay. So that's how tight it is towards the top.
Hannah Lindsay being so good, that's put pressure on the other ladies as well. Because it's so close at the top, you can't afford to have Andrea and Hannah Lindsay ahead of you.
Let's go down to Kiki Dixon.
You just had an exciting finish to your Arnold Strongwoman Classic final event. How is the body holding up?
I'm tired now. My back's hurting. I'm tired. I really want a glass of wine. But that was such a good event. I'm really pleased.
Well, you should be. We'll see how that time holds up. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
I think Thompson has more than earned a glass of wine at this point.
She definitely has. She's enjoyed this weekend, put in a great performance. But now we move on to our next athlete.
We only have 3 women remaining. Rebecca Roberts will be out next, currently in 3rd place.
Now, Rebecca is really known for her grip strength, so I don't think holding on to this is going to be a problem at all. The question is, can she be quick enough to beat Andrea's time there?
Roberts with 29 points in 3rd place. His 4.5 points are all that separate Inez Carrasquillo from Olga Liszczuk. Now, Liszczuk will have the luxury, and I'll put that in quotes, of going last to know exactly what she needs to do to hang on to that top spot.
It's definitely an advantage going last, but the more and more ladies that finish this, she'll be feeling that pressure, especially with these fast times that we're seeing.
7.83 is first, 8 seconds is in 2nd place right now. Rebecca Roberts, who won the opening event in impressive fashion, moved the Wheel of Pain 92 feet 9 inches, won that event by almost 30 feet over 2nd place.
That was such an incredible start to the contest, and you know, an alternate for this competition. She's been so amazing.
We're underway.
She's up fast. She's moving quick up this ramp. This is rapid. Wow! Unbelievable!
Come on!
Rebecca
Come on, Lon!
Finishing super strong at the Arnold Strongwoman Classic. That was a world record performance right there.
And she is very much alive for the victory now.
Yeah, she's done everything she can. We spoke about Andrea doing everything she can to put the pressure on. Rebecca Roberts has done the exact same thing.
Unofficially, 6.36 seconds. Almost a 1.5 seconds faster than Thompson, and that was a sprint.
When you see a performance like that, all you can do is congratulate the athlete. It's so good to sit back and just see these athletes perform and improve every single year.
Rebecca Roberts is alive to win this whole thing. She is with Kiki Dixon.
Rebecca, you just set a blistering pace with 1 more athlete to go. Are you pleased with your performance?
Oh, I'm so proud. My partner passed away in December last year, and this run was for him, and I want to make the podium for him, for my partner Paul, so I'm really happy.
And how has that journey been this past couple of months for you?
It's been tough, but he introduced me to the strongman sport, and without him, I wouldn't have been the world's strongest woman. And the last thing that he wanted was for me to be on this Arnold Pro stage, and I've been wearing my ring on my neck all weekend, and I'm dedicating this performance to him.
Thank you so much, Rebecca.
Thank you.
Rebecca Roberts officially 6.83 seconds, a second faster than Andrea Thompson. 2 athletes remain. Victoria Long is up next. She is only a 1.5 back of Liszczuk for first.
That was so impressive to watch. You know, she's been through such a terrible time, and to take that motivation and put it into a performance like that, she's going to be so proud of herself, and you know Paul would have been proud as well. Now we move on to Victoria Long, the pre-competition favorite. She had a poor first day for her abilities, but she has worked hard on day number 2 to put herself in contention.
If she can beat Thompson's time, she'll be in really good shape here.
You know, Olga's going to be watching this closely. She's just having a warm-up pick there.
Victoria Long has finished first in both events today. Here she goes.
She's up fast, and she's moving quick. Wow!
Victoria Long is going to threaten to take the lead here.
That we've seen the best we can possibly see. The next athlete comes along and does even better.
I watched Andrea go, oh, we're not going to get faster than that. And then here comes Rebecca Roberts. And now it looks like Victoria Long is your new leader, unofficially 6.19 seconds.
These women just keep surprising us. The organizers of the Arnolds are going to have to make this harder because these ladies are just too strong.
6.19, and that might be a championship effort for Victoria Long with one athlete to go. Victoria Long looking to sweep all 3 events here on Saturday, and she's with Kiki Dixon.
The times just keep getting faster and faster, Victoria. What were your expectations for this event time-wise?
I didn't have one. I just watched the other competitors because I had that luxury. And then you just try and get the best time, fastest time. It's that simple.
If only it were that simple for the mere mortal. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
So good to watch.
6.36 seconds is her official time. That is the best that we have seen. And now Olga Lichuk has got to find a way to beat that if she wants to hang on to the top spot.
You know, who knows what's going to happen? We've seen so many ridiculous performances this weekend. Olga knows what she needs to do. Now it's time to perform.
Overall leader and the final athlete to go here.
She needs to be no worse than second place on this event to win the overall title.
Now, if she finishes in second, then that means that she would have to beat Rebecca Roberts' time.
It's not going to be easy.
Then it gets interesting.
But we just keep seeing these ladies perform and perform and perform.
6.36 seconds is the mark that Olga Lichuk needs to beat, and she's off.
And she's up and moving quick.
And that is going to cost her.
Down. What's the time?
Lichuk is not done yet, and that means that Victoria Long, with 3 event wins, sweeps Saturday, and Queen Victoria looks to sit on the throne at the 2023 Arnold Strongwoman Championship.
We need to go to the scoreboards, though. That was the worst possible result there for Olga. She was moving well to start with, but she goes down and has to re-pick it up twice.
It had to be perfect, and right there is where the run ended.
2 times she went down. Victoria has definitely slipped ahead of her, moved ahead of her, but potentially Rebecca Roberts also.
Rebecca Roberts looks to finish second overall. And Andrea Thompson may have moved into the top 3, but we'll have to get this sorted out first. Victoria Long with her 3rd event win of the day, 6.36 seconds. Rebecca Roberts It's the only other athlete to go sub-7. Andrea Thompson finishes 3rd, and Olga is all the way down in 9th. So that means that we could have a change inside the top 3. Let's take one more look at the championship effort from Victoria Long, 6.36 seconds.
She has battled back so well on day 2. Look at this speed.
Just incredible. She was in a gigantic hole after day 1, and then comes back on Saturday and wins every single event.
She's been such a dominant performer over the last year in the strongwoman world. But after that first day, we didn't think she was going to come back and take the win. And look at that.
It's going to be Victoria Long, your 2023 Arnold Strongwoman Classic champion with 40.5 points. Rebecca Roberts finishes 2nd. She was an alternate. And Andrea Thompson by 2 points over Olga Lichuk for the 3rd and final spot on the podium. Let's go to Kiki Dixon with your champion, Victoria Long.
Congratulations, Victoria. You just won the Arnold Strongwoman Classic for the 2nd time. How does it compare?
It's amazing. This year has been night and day different with the the sponsorship from Rogue and all the other sponsors, and they really did bring the best of the best. I will never say that I'm the strongest in the world. I'm one of the strongest, and these ladies are right up there. So it's amazing. It's amazing.
It was a bit of a roller coaster ride for you. What is the biggest takeaway from this weekend?
For me, it's that you have to leave day 1 or a previous event behind, because there's nothing you can do to change it. You have to focus on the next and go with it. So.
And what's next on the journey for you?
Rest.
Well deserved. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Victoria Long needed to hit a home run on day number 2, and she was perfect. 3 event wins. The first 2023 Arnold Strongwoman champion. Rebecca Roberts will finish in 2nd, and Andrea Thompson will take 3rd. And I don't know, Laz, what your expectations were coming into this, but I think this competition probably exceeded everyone's expectations as far as just the performances we saw and the excitement that we got all the way to the end.
I have thoroughly enjoyed watching every single one of our female athletes this weekend. The greatest lineup of females we've ever seen in a contest. We saw battles on every single event, world records, amazing performances. Victoria Long battling back from that awful first day to a perfect day 2. An amazing champion. She says she doesn't ever class herself as the strongest. Today she can call herself the strongest for sure. Unbelievable performance by everyone, but the top 3, congratulations.
And hopefully this will now be the first of many Arnold Strongwoman Classics. It was an absolute blast to watch and to call, and it was great to have a front row seat to that, and looking forward to seeing these amazing athletes in action again. Well, we are far from done. We have crowned a women's champion. We will crown a men's champion. We will take a quick break, and when we come back, the final event for the men at the 2023 Arnold Strongman Classic.